line and polygon files here, and those will pop up, and we can zoom to the layer if we want to take a look at what we brought in. And if we want to actually detail it well, we can go to our categories, and it's actually labeled as this, and add all our values, and there they are. And if we want them to show up with a label, we can also throw that in there. Makes it look pretty nice. So that's how you get the basic spatial image. And where it gets difficult though is to get the tabular data out of the soil map you download from NRCS. And to do that, what you have to do is you have to go to My Computer and then find your soil file in your My Computer. And what we're going to be doing is opening it up in Excel. And first you have to track down in your tabular data where the text file is that you're interested in. In our case, it's the map unit. It has the slope percentage that goes along with the soil type so that we can see what soil type is at what percentage. But right now, once the text comes in to Excel, it looks kind of unorganized here and out of sync. So what you do is you highlight that first column where everything's thrown in, and each category here is split up by this line mark. And to get that into a nice table, what you do is you highlight that first row here or column, and then you go ahead and go to Data tab and then Text to Columns, and it's a delimited because we're going to be separating them by that line feature. So then we go to Other, and then like that, and finish. And now you can see it's been broken up inside the Excel so that we could take some of this useful information, such as what the farmland is like, and whatnot. Okay, so this is the Excel document, nice and cleaned up, that's ready to go into the ArcMap. Now we just have to go into our ArcMap and load it. So here's the Excel file that I exported. I exported it as a DBF. It fits better into the ArcMap program. And you just go ahead and click Add. And now it's just, you look at here at our soil map, and it's only showing the soil type. And now we can go ahead and add the data through a simple join, and it will display our data that we just had in Excel on our ArcMap. And we just do this and that, and then it should be in our attribute table now. Yes, as we see, it's got the slope percentage, the soil name, soil type, very nice, and the farmland description. Looks like most of the farmland is of state importance, and we have a little bit of not prime farmland, very little percentage. And yeah, if I were to do this again, I'd probably set it up so I could have the actual amount of acreage for each soil type as well. That would be a nice addition. Doesn't look like I got that on here. But yeah, you can see that's how you get the tabular data in there. Okay, so this is the other data source I use from the internet, the Oregon Spatial Data Library, and this one's really easy to use. You just type in what you're looking for, like let's say Oregon farmer markets, and you say okay, Oregon farmer markets 2012. Looks like we got some data here for this. Click it, comes down to here, and we just open it up like we did in our zip file earlier, where you go to this and you just go ahead and get all that and extract somewhere you're going to remember where it's at. Let's just put it in the practice. Okay, so then you just go to ArcMap, go to Add Data, find your folder you're looking for that's got your data that you just put it in. Boom. And now we have the farmer markets represented by these pink dots on our map. And we can see that in a larger image here. And wow, we can see all the farmer markets of Oregon. Pretty cool. Okay, now I just want to take a few minutes and show you the finished project. Here's a picture of the state view of the property. You get an idea of where the property is in relation to the rest of the state. I have the Oregon counties turned on, and Yamhill County is highlighted in purple, and the red dot represents the property, the Sheridan property itself. And the Milk Jug and Apple are the Oregon farmer markets. And I have I clipped the Oregon streams and Oregon cities to the Yamhill County, so it's a little cleaner when you look at it. So there's one map. And maybe a little bit more informative map is this one I made at the county level. And here I went ahead and found the Latin long of the local lumber mill, and I found the corresponding Latin long on Arcgis and planted that tree symbol there to represent where the local lumber mill is. And then I found the route to the mill from the property using the find route function on GIS, and now the route's highlighted in orange there. The reason I did that was because the property itself, as the real estate website pointed out, has a lot of merchantable timber on there, so I thought it would be a good idea to show that route. Then in here you can also see now that there's 2 farmers markets in McMinnville, which is not too far away from the property. Looks like maybe 10-12 miles. And I also have the streams turned on still, and the cities within, you can kind of see that there's some small cities around that maybe I get groceries at from the property. I'm not sure what kind of size Bellevue and Amity are, so I think it's kind of cool though. I think this is a good map here. And then I also have the soil map. This shows the different slope percentages by soil type, and I think this one's really good. It gives you, if you use this and the information that the website gives you from the NRCS website, it's actually very detailed about what the soil's capabilities are, and what exactly those classifications mean, and that makes this map a lot more useful once you have that along with the map. And then I have a map that's pretty easy to understand, even without having some kind of soil background. You can just go ahead and see that this property has a lot of good farmland according to the NRCS website. Not much not prime farmland, at least, and then we have some very prime farmland, and then a lot of farmland of statewide importance. And there's also more information about each of these classifications inside the NRCS website. So that's basically all the maps that I made. If I were to do this again, I would have definitely wanted to add some more things, like where local vineyards and wineries are in the area, maybe where irrigation lines are on the property, maybe involve some kind of imagery to show where exactly the merchantable timber is on the property. But this is just a learning process here, and I thought it was really good to go through it, and I hope you guys enjoyed what I put together and maybe learned something, and hopefully I can learn something from all of your guys' presentations. Thanks for listening.